Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Therapy. And our guest for today is Mrs. Lakshmi Palisetti. Hello, ma'am. It's great to have you on our platform. Thank you for coming.
Oh, hi, Rajita. Thanks for really including me in this program, and I really appreciate that you have taken a very important and very useful thing for people these days. Everyone is going through a lot of emotional stress, and I hope people will really take this platform as a useful thing and improvise their lives.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, then let's get started with our questions. So, the first question is I'm an introvert. I've gotten used to and I'm comfortable with this new normal. I've started fearing the world going back to how it was before, and it's making me anxious. Can I do something about the same?
Okay, so this question has basically two parts. I'm considering this person who is like she or he, and the way they are asking the question is at least around 15 or more than 15-year old,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a very matured question. You have observed yourself, what you are, and you have come to a conclusion. We'll talk about that later. So when it comes to that, you think you are an introvert and you're being very comfortable with this new normal. Just enjoy this time. You don't have to get scared or get feared to that what is going to happen once you get back to your normal life. So you just enjoy this period. You don't have to worry about it because it's not about a week or so. It is at least going to be there for next 8 to 10 months. So really take an advantage in spite of having lot of difficulties and stress points. Entire world is going through that, and when you have an advantage out of it, and just go for it, and really without having anything like fear or anything, just enjoy this period. That's the first thing. Then when you come to a point of you are getting fear, I'll put it as you're getting scared, you anxious, right? That part, of course, we have to address that part in detail. See, you have to just check yourself through two point of views. This new normal is has begun just a couple of months back. How did you deal with your being introvert? How did you deal with your past? I mean, either studies or if you're working, anything, sports or your relationships, because this is a very huge thing. Actually, we cannot take it just just it's fine. Some people feel like this and it does not work like that. So when you have come up with the conclusion, I would like to ask you to think through that. I mean, how much difference it is making, past and present. So, if it is making a huge difference and you want to really think through that and right and dig a little more and see why it is happening, that's the one thing. And if you are very comfortable, only you have that concern when you compare with past to present. Otherwise you are very absolutely fine and things are going well, and only you have realized right now. Maybe it is a, sometimes you don't have to really take it so seriously. So what I would suggest you is like, see how you are going to take this normal life again after this pandemic period ends, right? So that is the one observation you have to do majorly. So, and what I would say is, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. You just think through those ones, right? Why do you think that you are an introvert person? And since when you are thinking like this? And when you say you're an introvert person, how it is, or when you feel like that at some instance, maybe when you meet people or when you have to do some presentations or communication skills and all that, if they are getting affected by this, then how much does it matter for you really? Is it really, your working style requires a lot of things which you have to communicate, or right? See, it is not like being an introvert is a bad thing or nothing like that. The most important thing is how it is affecting you in your lifestyle. That is the most important thing. So you have to scale it 1 to 10, and you have to decide you want to take seriously and think through and do something for it actually. So once you think, okay, whatever, you just go through that, you strongly still feel like that, and after seeing this, working from home or studying from home, you are really not being so comfortable to step into normal life again. If that thing comes strongly back to you, I would suggest you to discuss with your friends and with your family with whom you are so comfortable to talk, because it's more like you have to open up here. You have to really, with whom you will not have any inhibitions, and you can completely open up and talk to them, who can listen without any, right? So bias and making judgments. Just talk to someone, and it's not a small process. It is a and if you really make a progress out of it, it's going to change your life like anything actually. Even any small personality changes will impact your life majorly. So just do that, and once you just do little bit of went through the questions what I have mentioned, and talk to someone or whatever, but ultimately I would suggest you to reach out to a professional counselor or therapist, or just give a try. And in following questions, I will mention what is counseling and how it can really, and just listen through that, and make your
Decision.
move.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. Okay. So now, moving on to the second question. It's actually it's like a combination of two questions. So the first question says, how do I know when I need counseling? And the second part of it is, what are the taboos that can be associated with seeing a counselor, and how do I deal with these?
Yes. Okay. Certainly, these are two questions together. Let me address the first question. Okay, we all these days, in modern days, everyone pretty much they know what is, they must have heard about counseling word, right?
Yeah.
But I would like to explain it in little detail, so that you can relate yourself, or you can get associated with that kind of process if it is needed in the future, right? So it is, if I have to just say what is counseling, counseling equals to a mirror which is going to show your inner personality. Okay. And people think that one, if they have any problem, and if they have a problem, serious problem, only people reach to a counselor. And once they reach a counselor, they are going to explain their problem or talk it out, and they're going to get advices, and
Yeah.
they're going to sort out their problems actually. It is completely not that way. It does not work that way. So first of all, a counselor is a person who is trained with a couple of skills here. The skills are, they listen, and no bias, no judgments. First of all, they completely present themselves to provide a service to you as a human, another human being. You can take them as your friend or something actually. And the major thing is it is completely confidential. So yes, so, and people, when I have seen, even I went through a counseling process. I was a counselor once upon a time, and I have seen so many counselees benefiting from even a small change. Even if you change your way of thinking slightly, it makes a huge difference, in day-to-day life, in entire and years or 2 years time. It works like a magic actually. And we do have a we don't have a culture of going to a therapist or counselor, and people think largely he he or she as a counselor, they're a doctor actually, you're going for a treatment. See, psychology is different and psychiatry is different. So it is not like that. It is just a simple process with whom, because these days, even in not nuclear families, we are just living alone. Many people, they are being with a single mom or father, or staying with uncle or aunt, or they're staying outside in PGs. So we need a lot of moral support and clarity when we just go through series of events in our life. So when we grow, a lot of times we just get these mental blocks which are not clear for us. So we want someone to really understand and not have any bias and no judgments and and complete confidentiality we need. So it is really, it gives a lot of advantage to reach out someone and try it out actually, right? That is the one thing. And when it comes to social taboo, of course there are, when I compare our even cities like Bangalore, I have seen many people who are, they have so many these inhibitions actually going to a counselor, or if someone is going to a counselor, they majorly think, even they themselves think like they have a problem, that's why they're going, they are not normal human being. It is nothing like that. And they think like they cannot even talk to someone, that they are going through a counseling or something, reaching someone, because they think that people think that they have, either they have very big problems which cannot be solved, or which generally people won't have, or even if it is any simple problem also, they're not capable enough to rectify that by themselves, or their families are also not supportive, or even they are not capable to take care of them. It is nothing like that actually. It is a very simple process, very friendly thing, and a very healthy thing. In India, we don't take care of mental health seriously, and because of this mental related, even small things, right? Anxiety can really lead to a long time health issues. It will affect your day-to-day life, your relationships, your education, your studies, everything, right? A lot of unhappiness it creates. So it is very natural to have emotions. If the emotions are positive, it's okay, well and good, you can just leave it, enjoy with it. If the emotions are negative, like anxious, sad, getting afraid, and now mainly when the period of time you're going through negative, if a long period of time you're going through the negative emotion, or when it is occurring, if the scale is more, right, or it is happening again and again, then it is certainly, you will really get benefited a lot by seeking for some help like this. And it is not a help, to be frank, it is a process of life, that's it. Take it like that. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for coming. I think this was a really informative session. So thanks for
No,
coming.
it's my pleasure. Yeah, thanks, thank you.
Thank you. Hey guys, I hope you liked today's episode. And now the usual three small things to do. Please follow TheraView. Please send in lots of questions and comment below any suggestions or anything you would like us to know. Thank you guys. Bye bye.